My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. The director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Ah! 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 Phoenix, you're funny. That is a reference to... That is an old anime reference. I mean, I guess by the time this was... I don't know. Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. So, we're continuing Recipe for Turnabout. So, what happened in the last episode was we found out that the medicine that, was it Glenn Elk's medicine was never brought up in the previous trial, which is interesting. But also, we have a couple of other things we need to look into as well, such as, I mean, the medicine's the main one, but we've got a couple of other things we need to look into as well. So, we're gonna do that. January 7th, 12:52 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. So how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? It's got a bit crazy in there. I just wonder if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Lukudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contractitionitis. Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah! We've got to find out one for Maggie or she's going to have a terminal case of guilty. Alright, let's move, I believe, Criminal Affairs Department. January 7th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs. Looks like Gumshoe's not here. Never mind that. What's going on? It feels different in here somehow. You think? Yeah, everyone seems to be on edge. What are you doing? Get call in the officers for the briefing, quick! Can't you shut down the station server? Chief, quit playing on the internet. But my email pen pals lead as in princess. Save it for later. I'm turning it off now. No! Everyone's keeping busy in here, huh? Keeping busy, more like panicking if you ask me. Something's going on. Something big. What are you talking about? This must be the chief of the detectives here. He looks lost now that the power to his computer has been cut. Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to write her a real letter instead of an email. Alternatively, you could write up some reports, just a suggestion. Dear, how are you? I'm okay. How was the show last night? Wow, what an awesome job. Maybe I should send in my resume and become chief. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Even pickpockets can have their pockets picked. That's a keeper. Better to go with something that doesn't sound too much like a slogan. He must be coming up with slogans for a crime prevention campaign. But I'm not sure even he knows what kind of crime he's trying to prevent. Alright, detention center. Okay. Guess Maggie's still in questioning. But we've got questions to ask her too. Maggie! Maggie! Keep it down, Maya. This isn't a playground, you know. This guard monitors the visitor's room. There's nothing for him to do right now, so he's catching some vertical Z's. Alright. I guess Trespian is the only real place we can go. January 7th, Trespian. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime, too. That's it. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, that sounds like... Not just call an A-pal. Come on, I know you can. He's getting really worked up over something. No, that's the wrong number. Ah, looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? He's doing the lottery, I can tell that. Huh? Uh-oh, it's you. I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? Today's trial. This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. You always blow apart my testimony. Why, of all days, didn't you do it today? Sorry, there's just weren't any holes in it, for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would he have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyway, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean. We didn't get a chance to talk to her, unfortunately. Sorry. Well, how did she put it again? Can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Something like that. Wow. Wow. And he's gone. Please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Okay, we may need to restrain him then. Oh man, poor Gumshoe. Lunch special. So, did you like the twin C set? I've never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for 20 bucks, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, really. It was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized it's bad. That's it. It tasted bad. It's just kind of hard to admit to yourself when you pay 20 bucks for it, you know? I mean, 20 bucks isn't a whole lot. Well, actually, meal-wise, I guess it is a whole lot, but still, 20 bucks, though. Maybe he should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. Hey, Nick, maybe that's why Glenn Elk came here. Maybe he heard about the Super Fierce Twin C set. If by fierce you mean fearsome, speaking of Glenn Elk, that reminds me. We still hardly know anything about the guy. Why don't we ask Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here? The radio. So what were we all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell a little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing, really. It was just the, daily exercise show. Well, okay then. What the? A psychic lock? Well, okay then. Ha ha ha. This lunch special's lobster sure is great. Okay, so we gotta break Gumshoe open now. Then why are there tears in your eyes? Ugh. Well, I'm probably gonna need evidence. Profiles. I gotta present, right? Okay. Gotta go into present, then set. I need to remember how these games work. This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happened when he crashed through? Did he just stop moving all of a sudden? He wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, do you have any information that's a bit more fun? For fun? Oh, I know. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elk worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Okay, so it's worth noting that is not even remotely close to being stable. Blue screen is usually a sign that your computer is having a problem and slowly dying. that is a sign that your computer is not stable and fun at all. So, they're making a joke on that. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. We'll be fine. I know all about the high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens, Inc. Huh? Okay. Okay, so how do I break open his... Alright, I'm gonna see if I can break open a Seculock, because, that's weird. The radio. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, tell me the truth. What were you listening to? No way, pal. Now that you've made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I'd say it was related to... I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you tried to win big, just like Glenn Elk did. It's like you can see right through me. Huh? I've cracked him already. See, pal, that's why I said it was nothing. Okay, so that was literally just a joke on the fact that, alright, I guess that's what... I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. Hey, better than nothing. I mean, that's more than you probably make in a week? Or month? Whatever. He's got, his pay is just that low. Any money is good money for him. It'd be better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. I bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. Elk, see? And they've got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, pal. I bet that's what Mr. Elk was listening to on the day he was killed. Probably. Yeah, what time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Yeah. Look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Ooh! Experience the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life, Monday at 1:30 p.m. Millionaire Radio Flyer. Okay. Millionaire Radio? That sounds cool. I want to try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. Okay. Alright, so let's go to, what is it, Blue Screens? Is there anything at Bodeman Square for us? Oh. Phony's back. I don't see any signs of Mr. Kudo, do you? Maybe he went to buy another ton of bird seeds. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here anyway. At least, not for now. Besides, any more seeds today and I'm liable to turn into a real phoenix. Hey, check this out. I wouldn't get too close to that if I were you. Otherwise, you might be in for a shock. My phony must still be lurking someplace nearby. Just imagine, a tiger loose in the city. Meanwhile, the real phoenix is like an abandoned chick lost in a vast urban jungle. Huh? Don't worry, someday you'll grow up and become a ferocious tiger too. Don't lose hope. Why is she trying to pep talk me into becoming my phony? Okay, so he's around here somewhere. Hey, look! Pigeons! Yeah, and heaps of them, too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? That's a dove, not a pigeon. Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it? You're overthinking this one just by a smidge, Maya. This place is so fruity. That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites. Then that apple slice is perfect for you. And what is so perfect about it? Oh, come on. Don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on. No way. I'd get covered in sand if I slid down that slide. Anyone could see that. Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try too. Okay. I used to love sandboxes like you would not believe. Really? Oh, right. Okay, I remember this. Okay, I remember this story. But, okay, so where's our dude? He's definitely around here somewhere, but we're not gonna even begin to try and find him. Blue screens! Oh. Well, this is fancy. Wow, this place is so high-tech. You can almost smell the electricity in the air. It is a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Hi! You're fancy. Oh, hello. I'm sorry, access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer program laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. The director? She's human? She seems more like a ghost in a shell. Ah! 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 Phoenix, you're funny. That is a reference to... That is an old anime reference. I mean, I guess by the time this was... I don't know. And that thing over her eye. Isn't that the same device as Glen Elk's? That's a DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's an HMD. All my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. Can I talk to you about your things? Blue Screens Inc. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I will try to simplify it so that you can understand. We are analyzing the data management systems required by certain branches of the industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. Huh? You lost me on the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes. Compact discs. Digital optical storage media. Of course, CDs are used for software as well as music. It's a small firm, but all my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time-slicing common areas and the logical shared vertical variables. Obviously, program structures heavily influences response time and performance, so the co-independent global variables and memory overheads is vitally important to the success of the execution. Well, you get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all that? Yeah? Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. What happened? You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Why are you smiling, then? Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier, too. But I couldn't tell him anything either, because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Inc. Oh. How about Mr. Elg's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. Can I present Basil of Glen Elg? About Mr. Elg. He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from one or two bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So there's really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now I said something about him being in trouble. We've got to find out what his trouble was exactly. Alright. Super admin restricted. Okay. Okay, no Maya, this is Sparta. But she won't tell me unless we say the right code word. Okay, that's funny. It's code word, Sesame. If it's not Sesame, then it must be her mother's maiden name. That's how it always is. There's no point in having a password if it's already the same thing, Maya. I guess she just doesn't want to talk about this. Maybe we should focus on asking about Glen Elg. What do you say? Glenn's troubles. Okay, about Mr. Elk. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry, why would you think that? I thought you said something about it just now. You just said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Bum bum bum! 3 Seki locks. I guess Mr. Elg is like every other man on his own pile of secrets. Okay, so we're not gonna... Alright. Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets though. Glen's losing horse racing tickets gathered up. Alright, horse racing tickets found in Glen's dust. There's over 500 of them. That many tickets would get you, what, $1 down at the recycling center? But I didn't know you worked so hard that you tried to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. Just trying to hint that I should try to my desk more. I'll clean my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then. Hey, this calendar. What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elk was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah. It says, meet with the tiger. The tiger? Glenn's collector added to court records. On December 3rd, the day of the incident, there was a note saying, meet with the tiger. He's really pounding that keyboard, isn't he? Wow. I bet that's where the pro and programmer comes from, huh? I guess I shouldn't be resting on my laurels. Gotta expand my skill set and all that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I could become Old CD's apprentice. And what about your spirit medium training? Hey, look, Nick, it's a supercomputer. It looks like it's really smart and wise, doesn't it? Computers are only as smart as the humans who use them, Maya. That explains why we don't use a computer in our office. You work there too, Maya. Yeah, but at least I'm... Please, don't argue about something that's so trivial. Otherwise, the computer will laugh at you. She said she'd laugh at us, Nick. She's a human, Maya, not a computer. Well, it seems like that's everything. Let's see if we can find a thing. Glenn's troubles. Okay. Well, we know that there's a thing. Alright. Okay. Presents. Let's see what we can do. Okay, Glenn's troubles. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elk was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service? What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elk Trouble have something to do with this? What is that? A bunch of horse racing tickets. All losing ones. With that many tickets, you could get $1 at the recycling center. You good people are very, very bad. Cashing in on others' misfortunes is immoral. Is that a whiff of hypocrisy I smell? But what is the relevance of these tickets? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg. He had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Because everyone likes to go to the races from time to time. Yeah, but not everyone buys as many tickets. Yeah, I don't believe that proves anything on its own. You're right, but I'm not through yet. Mr. Elk's gambling wasn't restricted to horse races, was it? The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps? No. You're right, Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But, if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he, for $500,000? Yeah, but... It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elk's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Okay. Mr. Elk met with someone the day he was killed. He even made a note on this calendar about the meeting. Meet with the tiger. What is the relevance of that? Are you trying to suggest that Glad would meet with him to discuss his debt? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. But I have never heard anything about the tiger before. Maybe he's not even human. Maybe he really is a tiger. I'm no programmer, but does she really expect me to buy such a messed up logic? In that case, I think it's time to introduce you to the tiger. Oh, I don't have the... Alright, I need to go talk with the other guy then. Okay, so she's gonna be the final boss. Vitamin Square. Hey, are you putting this up for sale, pal? No. Why would you want a business up scooter like this anyway? Yeah, plus, the seat's all covered in pigeon poop. Who cares if it runs? That's all that matters to me. My phony was riding this bike. Maybe if I head back to the park, it'll be there again. For $500,000, pal. That's $500,000 bills. What was the in there for? Is there really much money tied up to this case? I can't give you an answer on that, pal. Not without this case's file in front of me. But I tell you this. That Armstrong guy would have done anything for cash. He was desperate, you know? No, I don't. But I think I sort of get the picture. Okay, so 1:32. That makes a bit of sense. The radio show was at 1:30. So, then when was the... Oh, I can go in the kitchen. I didn't even realize I could go in the kitchen. Jerry's having trust me in the kitchen. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. Hi, friend. I'll be back next month. Oi, naturalmente, I will be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. No, stop it, I beg you. Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. No, this is not necessary. You can trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no, you do not have to worry. You know, you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax in this oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye, for now. I have lascivious. I must rub some of my oil over my body before I become this nervous wreck. There. Oi, that feels good. Oh la la, excusez-moi, monsieur. My eyes, my eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this, like oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were using? Tres bien. You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? None, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? So that way I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting a bra on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you're right, business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it is tray. I just wanted people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think that you serve fast food on cheap plastic trays. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? But this restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I will defend it to the finale. No one will take it from me. The woman just now. So, who is this woman you were just talking to? Oh la la, you saw that? Ah, well, yes, sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Polite? Graceful? And she likes raw meat and farts, right? I'll be back next month. Oi, natural meant I will be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No, I will have everything ready, I promise. Now that I think about it. Hey, Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversation that we're having. You think so? Well, then let's show them that piece of evidence and see what happens. That would be the... So long as that paper exists, I'm but a delightful angel with broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oi, they kept harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? Monsieur, if I did not owe them the money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? No, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up. And eat me with la salad garnish? Ew, I hope she doesn't mean that he'll literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract. Am I right? Ah. Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. Alright, talk. The woman just now. The woman we saw, who was here was earlier. I think that she's, why has it come to this? Why, what a tragedy. Suddenly I find myself so deep in la debt. It is the sign of the bad, bad world we live in, huh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of the bad, bad culinary skills. The woman who was here, she was a scary woman. She was from the loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oi, tender lender, it is called. Catchy name. Just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from Zim. If you must no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I got a bit more than that, thank you very much. So tender lender is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they got anything to do with this case. Tender lender. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to them loaning me a lot of money, I can have to pay back $500,000 now. It's like I was a slave. I have to do everything that they tell me. Who's this he? The tiger. Okay, we're on the right track. Oi, he is the manager of the tender lender. A terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no. This man is a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, oi, he does have the spiky hair just like you. Oi, he is a resemblance there, I suppose. Sounds like there's loan offices we're checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tender Lender, it's just beyond Vitamin Square. Okay. Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. Thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Okay, we got our stuff. Well, I'm going to head back to the precinct now. We got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye. What big case? He's back. You better get going, Detective. You'll be late. Actually, I kind of got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kind of hoping you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe. How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on earth who could eat down that much meat. You think? I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It took me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. Can't exactly say no, can I? Alright. Gumshoe's lunchbox. A tenderly handmade lunchbox. Filled the stomach with love and plenty of weenies. Okay. He made a bento box. That's adorable. Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. Okay. He's finally gone. Alright, let's go to the Detention Center. Let's go. Okay, she's not even here. He's not here yet. Franco offices. Detention Center. Move. Criminal Affairs. Trust BN. Vitamin Square. He's still here. Tender Lender. Well, that's a suspicious looking suit in the back there. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in his lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Well, talk about a creepy voice. It makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. Hi. You're here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager is away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone. Just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay? Do you think it'll be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee. Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here? Alright, well, we can examine. Oh no, someone's dropped an ashtray on the floor. That's going to be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once. Cleaning up is such a pain. I was one of those super intakes where you have to burn a ton of charcoal. How did she manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh, hey. There's a book of matches here, too. Matches, huh? Places don't give those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a second. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Trust BN. Trust BN matches added a court record. Alright, matches used for advertising found it's lying in Tender Lender. These matches could come in handy. We might be able to use them. Yeah, the pilot light for the box office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Okay. Hey, look at this Parisian-style coat. It's so chic. Looks more like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. This suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. That same color as my suit. Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. Nick, you've got to take a look at this. Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure, thanks. Just wait here quietly. Otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you. Only so I can take care of you. Understand? Ah, I'm scared, Nick. So? What were you getting so excited about before? Look, on the lapel of the suit. That's an attorney's badge. Is the tiger a lawyer? No way, look at this thing. It's made of paper. Paper badge added to court record. Alright. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why does anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? And you swiped it. You swiped it. He's gotta know that's missing. Let's see. This round doll thing is called Doroma, I think. I figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured, in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? Heh. I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, he'll always write himself. Fascinating. Thank you. Please tell me more. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. Only if I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing. This is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king? Not that I'm an expert at anything. I'm more of a reversey person, you know? Assuming she knows what she's talking about, these aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Oh. Hey, there's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Let me see, he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light? That's insane. The car's registered to the Cadaverinis. Huh? So it's not even the tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the tiger's office? Alright, a repair bill for $15,000 paid by Tigre to the Cavardini family. Alright. There's a CD player on the desk, but that desk is so loud it's a wonder you can hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished the coffee? Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all? She's weird. Gulp. If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. That coffee, it was laced with something, and I'm almost sure of it. Make my stomach, it's killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. Better take a look at the CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claude the Tiger? It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Palmer. What? This thing must be the CD Maggie told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That woman will make us drink more coffee if we do. Found and send her letter a sample disc with a name written in marker. Uh-oh. That's... Ah! Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you snooping around my office for? Nothing. We were just... My precious carpet. Yo's got ash on my rug. You's gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us. It was already like, you's wanna argue with me? Is that what you's doing? You think you's can take me on? I'm gonna flatten you's too in the pancakes and tune you's into my new rugs. Ah. Oh. Don Tigre, you're back. Ah, that voice. It's like evil seeping through your head through your ears. I'm sorry. Don't, Don Tigre. I knocked over that ashtray earlier, and... He's got his death... Has she got a death wish or what? What? Alright. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. It's nothing. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair. Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. And you need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Phoenix Wright! Yes? He was either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now you's gotta come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one gets in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have left the little girl alone, right? I have a few things I wanna... no questions. This is the last time I ask. Okay. He's leaving. Wait, please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're one to talk. I didn't hear your scream, hold it, either. The espresso. And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? Tenderlender. So I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business, a conscientious rate of interest, and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that little bit extra. Here at Tenderlender. Hey, Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tenderlender is on your side. So, let's say I'm a little late with my repayment. What happens then? We'd give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. What happened? So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger? Furio Tigre. Furio? Tigre? So that's where the tiger thing comes from. Senior Hop's got a real name, Nick. Hurry up and find out more about him. Okay. Let's present. Go! Tiger! Furio Tigre, 42, the head of Tenderlender Loan Company, also known as the Tiger. Present! I gotta move. Okay, I gotta go into present to actually do it. Alright, I will leave the office. I can tell you anything about anything except Don Tigre. Okay. Profiles. Okay. Can I ask you about the tiger, I mean Mr. Tigre? Cookie? Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Go ahead, Nick. The honor's all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and this scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. He and I owe Don Tigre my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please address him properly as Don Tigre. Otherwise, I'll have to... Okay, Don Tigre, of course. I'm sorry. He saved your life. I'm sure I'd like to know how that happened. Alright, saved your life? I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died once. You died? About 4 months ago, the doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. But Don Tigre, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So, is that why you've got that bandage around your head? This? The head bandage. Yes. So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. A fatal injury? Maya's just suffered one herself by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Oh, fun. Alright, she really creeps me out, Nick. Same here, but we've got to find out the truth. How do we find out the truth? Do we have the things we need for this? Probably not, but let's see if we can do it anyway. Let's see if we can do it anyway. Presents. She's got 4 Saki locks, so this isn't going to go well. The head bandage. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes. The operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Hee. Did the injury in question have something to do with this? We do not have enough information about the crash. Well, actually, we do. We have a... Yeah! I have here a car repair bill. From this, it can seem pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis. Yes, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. The relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. Profiles. I feel it a prospectuary, a thorough bitter person. I don't have information on this. Alright, let's go to Vitamin Square then. Oh, he's... Okay, January 7th, Vitamin Square. There he is! Old Seady's back feeding the pigeons again. There, take this! And this! And get out of my park! Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya, just keep your heads down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man. What are you doing, Maya? Huh? Ha! Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo. Pigeon. Ka. Look, we really need to talk to you, alright? Out with the demons. In good fortune. Ow, seeds, shell splinters. Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. Today's trial. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today. Everyone will be talking about me behind my back now. That dirty old man who was so busy looking at that servant girl's backside. That she can't even remember her face, a filthy depraved animal. Not at all. Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder in the young lady's cappuccino. We heard you. And another thing, the young layabout was wearing an earpiece. On the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles. We're really sorry. I made a little mistake about the face, so what? I know what I saw. I tell you. Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo. Don't tell me how to take it easy, you spiky-haired brat. Take this! Embroiderer. You said you were a craftsman, right? The modern world casts on craftsmen like me aside in droves. Surely it's not that. I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer. I was born one. Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself. I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream right down his ear hole. Objection! Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite in my. I think he's just in a bad mood, that's all. I got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out. If we let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Suck it up. Guess I better let him talk. So, there's not much to call for craftsmen these days, huh? Of course not, you idiot. All I'm good for nowadays is running errands. Errands? Everyone takes advantage of the elderly. Buy some breadcrumbs. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of two-bit community handyman? Well. Buy some bread now that I can understand. Now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding them some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost. That's what they're trying to say. Oh, yes. I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at the restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I? I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute. What did he just say? At home and at the restaurant. Hold up. By restaurant, are you talking about Trespian? Did you get asked to run an errand there, too? Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned. What? The errand. So, on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do? Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, that young lad slumped over on the table. The serving got collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. Then the owner shouted over to me. Excuse me, all you. Call the police. Call them yourself, I should have shouted, but I didn't think of it at the time. So, did you end up calling the police? Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze. Did you call them on your cell phone? God, do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I guess not. I went out looking for a payphone, of course. You went looking for one? I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandering around for 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes? So, for 5 minutes after the incident happened... Yes, sirree, the owner was at Trespian on his own. Why didn't you mention this in court this morning? Well, I would have if he'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today. Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh, yes, I remember something else. Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom. It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame. You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man, alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe it was certain someone didn't want him in the restaurant. Ah. Oh, sure, you go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have been getting myself covered in pigeon poop instead, We need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie, and from Mr. Armstrong. Alright. We need more information. Vitamin Square. But we should be able to move to Trespian. Let's go to blue screens, because I think we got everything we need to break through her thing now. Okay, let's do this. I think we got everything we need. Bench troubles. So, how about you tell me the troubleshooting? This presents. Okay, racing tickets. Just speeding through all this a bit. 100%. Okay. Okay. Where is he? Where is it? There it is. Now we're on track. Okay. Okay. Profiles. Furio Tigre, there we go. Furio Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tenderlender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing the loan shark would take with him about the would-be is debt. No. It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch. But I think he won the lottery, so he could have been clean to clear. Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay. So the guys got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. What computer program is worth $100,000? Perhaps your group of people should leave so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question was by any chance this? Well, ooh, I know what it is. It's got to be the CD, because this was found in some... This is a very delicate matter. Without the necessary data, there's no really way I can access this information. I know Mr. L created some sort of program. She can't deny it if I show the program itself as evidence. So close to crack here. Oh, we don't... Okay, so I don't have what I need yet to actually submit the... Because that was the thing, that was the CD he had. Okay, I get it. I get it. That was that he did have the CD. Alright. He had the CD. Stress be in the kitchen. Looks like Mr. Armstrong's out again, but the place is open for business. You can't have an open restaurant without a chef. Hey, it's not my fault, Nick. Don't take it out of me. Only a couple of minutes after the incident happened, Mr. Kudo left the scene, leaving Mr. Armstrong here alone. Ah, missing when we need to talk to him the most. Maybe he's trying to avoid us on purpose? Trust bien. Move. Well, we can go to the detention center now, I think. Yeah, January 7th, detention center. Visitor's room. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So, they finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today? Sir, I'm going to stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty much touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. He's not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Not with what I remember of the incident, anyway. Is it possible she's the one misremembering things? Oh, I got a thing for you. You got a bento box. Oh, yeah. I've got something you're going to love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox, just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox. Weenies, too. I can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe. He's really worried about you. Looks like he put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifting allowed. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... She's right, better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Gumshoe's lunchbox eaten with Maya. Well, how was it? That hit the spot. I love weenies. Oh, good. I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. Oh, talk. Contradictions. Maggie, do you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yeah, she did say that. So, what's the story there? Yep, there's just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy saw at the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something in the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder in the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber, Maya. That name was scrolled on the sports paper as well. They never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. After the incident. You said that you passed out when the victim, Glenn Elgar, collapsed, right? Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. And before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Trespian? No, no idea at all. Why? Is it important, sir, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old C wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. Grr. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when you spoke to him earlier. I don't know. The things that man says don't add up for some reason, sir. Maggie looks like she's trying to figure out something now. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old CD. Court record. Oh, we can present this. Hold on. Presents? I know I used to be on the police force, but I'm incarcerated now. I don't pick up much information in here. All I can help you out with now is the menu at Trespian. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't let your spirits fall. Okay, so that's not what we want. Profiles. Mr. Armstrong was very good to me after I was fired from the force. I can't believe someone as nice as him could have had anything to do with this. Well, in the time between the victim being poisoned and the police being called, the only person who was on the scene and had a chance to do anything was Mr. Armstrong. There was no one else there. Mr. Armstrong wouldn't set me up, would he? Okay, old man. I feel much better after the trial this morning. I've been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. It feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. He's just forgetful. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Okay? Victor's testimony. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite... Doesn't quite? What? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table... It's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay, then how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? That's interesting. Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy. And she had a kind of cackling laugh. Creepy. Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? I know who it is. Let's see if we can present her as evidence. I know I used to be on the... Ah, is that your attorney's badge? Actually, it's a fake. Holy smokes, that's it. Huh? That's the badge your phony had, Mr. Wright. You got duped by this? But it's a completely different color. And what about the fact that it's made of paper? He said the badge got tan as well while he was in Hawaii on business. I'm beginning to see how my phony was able to gain her trust. Criminal Affairs? Okay, somebody at Criminal Affairs. January 7 Police Station. Criminal Affairs. The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck is the press conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. Yeah, and there's a problem with the internet, too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. But I'm watching videos online. I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. I'm gonna have you wait, Chief. I'm gonna have to wait. It's gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No, just when some young guy was about to confess his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Wow, this place is really buzzing. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe. You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We've got a big problem here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus. A virus! A virus? So that's what's been going on. That makes sense. They've been having troubles with the servers. That makes sense. There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer systems. But I really need to ask you some questions. Tender lender. Okay, I'm only gonna let you say this once, so listen up. Yes? No matter how much poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you got money trouble, you just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. What did he just say? That lady? Who's this lady he's talking about, Nick? We'd better find out what the story is with this lady. Computer viruses. So, what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? And here I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's with that face, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Well, Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Please don't! He's not a doctor. That sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree with Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics of the two of you. What's a virus? A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean that makes the machine go boom and explode? No, the damage is, well, it's all internal. So the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you've got stored on your PC here in the station. A virus could wipe out all of that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, and what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But, Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? Because speaking as someone who has actually taken courses in computer science and things like that, it's specifically because people can use it for malicious purposes. The main reason you would use a virus of any kind is for malicious purposes, either to steal data, destroy it, and force people to just completely rebuild from scratch. It's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of reasons, but it can be devastating. Mainly the people want to destroy the data because it's going to be sensitive information that a company might need and then somebody will just want to get rid of it. No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's. Yeah, what? That's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like you're sneezing on Mr. Goto so he catches a code. Cool, yeah. Right, then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he's too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Oh, what? Where? When? And why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard it before, too. About this. What? I'm not trying to get over... Ah! This is it! This is that stupid name! I remember now! I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nod yourself and keep me in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name's scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber. What? Yeah, the virus has just infected every computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? Alright. The MC Bomber. We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer in every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses. It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently, the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus to the black market. You mean someone put this virus up for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? Found in Tenderlander contains a computer virus program. Alright. Oh, yeah. That's from when I was carrying a customer's breakfast over to them. The ketchup splotch, you mean? My whole face was fire engine red thanks to that stuff. But you spilled the ketchup on your apron, didn't you? I don't see how. The ketchup-covered omelet went flying and hit the customer in the face. Oh, talk about tomato red face. Makes me wish I could have seen it myself. Yeah, I guess it was kind of a sight to behold. Can we present something? That's the paper the victim had with him, right? That's what we were thinking, ma'am. I kind of remember him having a paper, actually. And I remember something about this MC Bomber, too. It was written on the CD that disappeared as well, wasn't it? I don't suppose it makes any difference if there was one CD or two, right? Well... Okay, so we know information about... Trispian. Let's see if we can move to the kitchen. But wait, no, I have what I need to break through blue screens now, right? Presents? I know how to break through you now. I know what I'm doing with this. Troubles. Okay, we know troubleshooting. Where's this lot? Where's this thing? Okay, bust this open. Okay, let's bust this open. You got this, lottery, horse racing. Third wall pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to beat. Okay, we know this. We have this information already. Where's the tiger? Where's the tiger information for the... Okay, this... Okay. Profiles. Okay. Okay. Alright, we got information. Evidence? We got this now. Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. No. Gotcha. Okay, all done. Glenn's troubles. Glenn's had more power processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work. Something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Trespian? Where do you come up with ideas? Risky's an extra work. So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bomber virus? Yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change. This date, December 3rd, this guy's marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts. Alright, the computer version made Glenelg potential worth millions of dollars. Alright. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. Glenn Elk's losing horse racing tickets thrown back to the floor. Here's the trash bin, Nick. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, so we don't have any more information, I think, here. Okay, paid by T-Grade to the Carbardini family. Okay, so now we should be able to find something else to pull on. Right? Move. Kitchen. No, there's nothing here. Can we talk to you? Okay. Okay, I got another click of frustration. Say that, I'll forget it. A million grumbles for one quick look doesn't sound like a good deal for me. Okay, I looked it up. Okay, so I need to present the... Apparently I need to present Viola's thing. That's the girl who works over at Cinderlander. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could it be worse? Her name's Viola Cadaverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruno Cadaverini. Bruno Cadaverini? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruno Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family. The Cadaverinis? That's one scary sounding name. You can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the place. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't remember ever saying I was going to. I'd better get some more info on Gumshoe about this family. Alright. Cadaverinis. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's this about? But trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them. They've got too much moolah. Moolah? As in, they pretty much control all the cash in the city's black market. The black market, huh? And that includes Cinderlander, I take it? Sure, no one stands up to Bruno Cadaverini. And I mean no one. Interesting. So Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then. Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruno loves his little girl. She means everything to him. So, how did she end up at Tenderlander? I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss of Tenderlander are pretty tight. Tight? That's what it said in the file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Ah, I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is, you know, the lunchbox. How did everything go? The lunchbox? You remember, the weenies? I hate weenies. Oh yeah, those weenies. So, how did the weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was delicious. Yeah, that's what she said, really? Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh. Do me a favor again, huh, pal, and deliver this? This sure is a heavy burden, in more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring that to her. Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all these too. Tenderly handmade lunchbox. Really can't eat anymore. Okay, we're gonna move to the detention center. Oh, she's not even here. No clues here. Alright, we're gonna move to Trespian. We're gonna move to Vitamin Square. We're gonna move to... We should be good to do this now. Okay, you should be good to break now. Probably. Said that bandage around... Okay. Also said you're... Yes. Okay, we now got our information. Profiles. Okay, we got her. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? Got her. It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike, or something like that. I don't remember much. Anyway, I swerved to try and avoid it, but... I took a blow to the head. A bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with the injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know. What happened to them? They ran away. Or so I heard. Ran away. If they'd stayed, I'd have... is it possible? But the person who committed this hit and run could have been... I know who it is. If it was a guy on a motorbike, we know somebody who rides a motorbike. It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided. The motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all. Is he? It was the tiger caused we all can crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of our locks just broke, so she must suspect it's him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. Well, the fact that the bike is smashed to hell. Just the bike itself. It's not exactly a motorbike, but Miss Tigre rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front railguard is badly damaged. Mr. Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? Hehehe, there she goes. This repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true. I knew it. But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. She seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid it for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigre told me he said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believed him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Profile. We know Bruto. Because he's very scary. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? $1 million. Got her. Alright. Go ahead, bandage. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to sell a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said that it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not because of my grandfather. Oh, but I knew that wasn't really true. Oh, she's crying. Wow, I'm so sorry. But what he did to get in the to get the money was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are these? Medical papers? I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He simply couldn't refuse. There goes medical papers added to the court record. A $1 million bill for cranial surgery. Payment was due last year. Oh. Wow, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable. Huh? There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything alright, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I won't need to convince Viola of anything else, so I guess I can get rid of this. Repair bill thrown into the trash. Okay, so where are we going now? Trust me in? Oh! Armstrong's back. Okay. Eh, bonjour, I have been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong. Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you, fellas. Oh. Ah, it's Zinny Hop. We would call it Zinny Hop. Ah. And she's under the table again. Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. That medical papers, now. Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverine's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Mr. Cadaverine trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. You just want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad, and it ain't only to her face. She thinks she's got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. You got that? Two. Oi. Mr. Armstrong. Forgive me. I cannot argue with him. That really hurt. Is that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get that lighter. Wait. Don't take it too hard. Phoenix, right? That was so stupid I shouldn't have let my guard down. Those medical papers were vital. Evidence. Hold it, pal. Alright. Detective Gumshoe. The detective? You thinks you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it. Wah. Whoa. Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. But go, pal, and take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh? Alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. Right, she's under the table. I'll get even with that guy tomorrow. In court. Tenderlander is going down. Okay. So, that was a lot to unpack. Being pure and simple, that was a lot to unpack. So, essentially the story... So, essentially what happened was... Furio Tigre got into an accident. Seems like whatever happened. He got into an accident. He owes the Cadaverines a lot of money. And I think what happened is he tried to buy the virus from Glenn, who then suddenly won the lottery and didn't have to anymore. And that caused problems. So... Yeah, I think and then he pretended to be Phoenix Wright to try and discredit the witness and make it look like she was the one who killed him. So just to get off with everything. That's what it seems like. That's what this seems to be setting up. But for the time being, I think I am going to leave this here and we're going to work that. I mean, that's a lot to unpack, so I'm gonna have to work that out for next time. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my Twitter down in the description. I post updates up there, so go check those out. Also, be sure to check out my Patreon as well. It helps support me. It helps fund future projects like this one. So if you want to see more things like Ace Attorney, Xenoblade, what else am I currently playing? Xenoblade, a couple of other things. But if you want to check any of those out, there's a couple of different playlists I recommend. Go check all those out. And finally, if you want to see more content from me, then be sure to check out the videos linked in the end screen as well. The top video is the most recent one. It may or may not be this one, whereas the bottom video is a video recommended to you based on what you've already seen from me. So if you want to try something new or see more of what you like, then just be sure to check both of those videos out. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!